Skeet Reese of California win his first Bassmaster Classic.
Seems glamorous, doesn't it? People know me for my success in the sport of fishing. Just last year, I even questioned if I was good enough and considered giving it all up. So, why am I still here? Hi, I'm Skeet Reese. It's Skeet Reese, Auburn, California. My earliest memory of catching a fish was 5 years old, sitting on a bank on a levee in Louisiana, my grandparents down there, catching a bluegill. But my first bass was in a rubber raft, 8-foot rubber raft with my dad when I was 8 years old. The excitement I had from catching that one bass, it was 10 inches. I remember watching the fish come up and hit my lure because my lure was just sitting on the surface and I was just like, and I saw a splash and I'm like, I think that's where it started. I'm excited as hell catching 100 crappie a day, and it's like you catch one every cast, but I still want. It's like you catch one, I'm like I want to get back in. Ding, like ding, ding. It's like it's so exciting. I think that's the number one reason I love to fish is just that excitement of catching a fish. Fishing is also an escape. When I'm fishing, I don't think about all the other shit. I'm focused on that fish. So there is a mental health aspect that I didn't realize how much it meant to me and how much I was able to escape from so many different things in my life. When I was 21, was working in grocery business, and I thought I was good enough to be a professional bass fisherman. So I quit my job to go start fishing tournaments in Northern California and actually go to Southern California, desert area. I realized pretty quick that I wasn't very good. My boat got repossessed. I was broke. I was homeless. I was living in the back of my truck because of tournament fishing. That was a oh shit moment. Okay, there's a reality check. You know, you think you were good. I'm gonna go fish for a living, and next thing you're broke and you're living in the back of your truck. You know, fortunately for me, I had some good friends in a bass club that took me under their wing and they put me back to work. They taught me a trade. I became a tile setter. And those guys really helped turn me around from growing into a man and teaching me responsibility, teach me a trade. That was definitely a turning point in my life. So then I continued, I got back, wound up getting another boat, got back in, was tournament fishing and just kind of doing it regionally when I could and afford whatever I could afford, I would fish. Time went on, I started having successes again and win a tournament here and there on the West Coast. 2024 was one of those years where like, oh crap moments, where I don't know if I'm good enough to continue on tour. It's like, 23 was a horrible season for me. And then it's like, oh my gosh, my career might be coming to an end now again. And to be able to win Bass Pro Tour event, get back up in the Angler of the Year points it was this dip. I'm like, oh, I'm back up and I'm running again. So that's where we're at. What transpired this year was me being inducted into the Bass Fishing Hall of Fame, and which is kind of a weird thing because in my head, I'm like, wait, I'm not done. I'm still competing. I want to go kick the shit out of these guys on the water and win a tournament. So it was been fun. It made me reflect and like, gosh, I guess you really have done. Because I'm always the one that's like, okay, that's what we did, but what are we doing next? I'm not one to live in the past. And how do we keep goals and ambitions moving forward and how to impact people and life, myself, whatever it might be. So I always have lots of goals and ambitions and things that I want to do because that's what keeps me going. You ready? You ready? You ready for this? Oh, look at that beauty. Hall of Fame edition, baby. I do believe I am the only person in the world that has had a gold reel made for them, and that is a gold-plated KastKing iReel. This is the coolest reel ever made, and this has been fun because when I was presented this reel, I think half the guys are like, dude, you got to spool that up and fish with it one time, and then they're like, don't you ever spool that up and use that. And I'm like, I'm more along the lines, I'll probably never cast a lure on this one to spool it up. That is gold-plated reel. Gold bling right there. I think my image, my brand and all that was really hard for a lot of people to accept at first. So just my personality, I think I've always been probably louder, more outgoing personality than most. So I think probably the most common feeling that causes people to go into depression is the lack of self-worth, not feeling good enough. And that's where I was. I mean, I struggled with that until I was 50 years old. I'm roughly, maybe. I can look at my life and compartmentalize things. This isn't good and that's not good doesn't mean the rest of my life is not good. Just because if I go fish next season, if I don't win Red Crest, I don't win Angler of the Year, I don't win a tournament, I don't qualify, it doesn't define who I am as a person. We have our goals, we have our challenges. You know, I'm looking forward to fishing Red Crest on Gunnersville in April and trying to win the Red Crest tournament. Then, you know, that's my goal is to win Angler of the Year next year. So there's so many positives that I can look at. It's like, yeah, there's cool shit going on. My years there are less than more, that's for sure. So I've been fishing tournaments for, 37 years of tournament fishing, but professionally for 27 years now. So I'm looking at what is my next stage of life. What am I going to do beyond tournament fishing? KastKing is doing a kick-ass job of building amazing reels. So why not just partner with them? And so that's what we've done. If you look at the Icon Reels, it's the best $99 reel I think there is on the market, period. It's a Skeet Reese signature. You know, our first trade show that we're going to be doing in Sacramento and the ISE show, we're going to have a KastKing display in the Reese fishing booth. So it's kind of fun. It's like even though it's beyond tournament fishing, we got two brands working together. It's kind of a new territory that we're getting into, and it's kind of fun. It's exciting, I know that. So I think, 2009, I was approached to sign a hook deal with a hook company. I fly to Denver to go meet the entire team over there, and there's a guy, his name's Al Noriker, and he's in charge of the new product development. And this is where I met Al for the first time. And Al is just a gentle giant. I don't know, he's like 6'5". I don't know, he's a huge man. But then I listened to his background. He's telling me about the stuff he's done with all these other big chain companies. And I was like, golly, this guy's really been around the block. He's filmed fishing shows and done all this. And so I think for him and I to be able to work together through that, then he decides to leave that job. And at that time, he was going to retire again. He was going to retire. I was sad that Al was, my working relationship with Al was no longer. Next year, he's like, hey, I took a job. I'm going to work for KastKing. I'm like, who the hell is KastKing? So it's like, I was like, what's KastKing? And it's like, I think I've seen them a couple times on like Amazon or something like that. I don't know, what is that? Al tells me the KastKing story. I'm like, wow, that's pretty exciting. And he's just like telling me like how fast they're growing, the things they're doing. I'm like, this isn't the little online company I'm thinking. I'm like, these guys are like really moving forward, moving the needle on this stuff. And so just through the process, and it's like, he goes, hey, can I send you a reel? I'm like, sure. I wasn't thinking it was going to be good. I never heard of KastKing. There's no Bass Pro Tour guys fishing KastKings at the time. And he sends me a reel, and I'm like, son of a bitch. And I'm like, this is a KastKing? Because, we're used to, the other brands, that's all you've ever heard out there. Then that was my aha moment. Like, gosh, these guys really do build a good reel. It's not a joke. So, but then it wound up being, I think, another year or two later that I wound up leaving my relationship and I called Al and I said, Al, I'm a free agent. He goes, I think we can do this. Let's work together. Yeah, so that's how it all started. And it's like coming on board with KastKing with Al. I mean, it's just like a continuation of what we've been doing for all these years already. And there's this comfort. So he believes, he knows the power of my brand and what it's done. He's seen it and lived it. So, he's just been the biggest cheerleader for me in the fishing industry, period. I mean, it's like, so I love Al so much that now it's Al. I don't even know where to go with this right now because Al, this is for you right now, bud. I love you. I'm gonna cry. Like, you and I have been good friends. I'm gonna miss you. Why do you have to go and retire now? No, I get it. You are kind of old, You need to go golf more, you need to go fish more, you need to go enjoy life. You've earned that. But we are gonna miss you. You've been great for KastKing, that's all I know. Thanks for bringing me onto the team, being part of this. I know the rest of the team is gonna miss you as well, because you've been part of this process that's helped KastKing explode to what they are today. So thank you, bud. Gonna miss you. I'm still gonna keep in touch. You're gonna be my consultant on, whenever I call you anyways, because that's what we do. So anyways, enjoy retirement, bud. It's been 50 years since I first went fishing at the age of 5, and I'm still standing on the water. Over the years as a professional angler, I've experienced success and setbacks, but neither defines me. I am who I am, unshaken by life's challenges and unbound by success, never afraid to push forward. I will keep going and continue to chase my goals. I'm Skeet Reese. This is why we fish.